Tonight, another 10 candidates faced off in Detroit in round 2 of the debates. New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand and New Jersey Senator Cory Booker joining Mayor de Blasio in a combative affair aimed at taking on the frontrunners. CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer with the recap.
It was a rock'em sock'em debate that surprisingly started with frontrunner Joe Biden begging for mercy.
Cozy on me, kid.
California Senator Kamala Harris, who embarrassed Biden at the first debate, certainly had the shivs out again. But before Harris and Biden could engage, New York street fighter Bill de Blasio got in first licks.
Joe Biden told wealthy donors that nothing fundamentally would change if he were president. Kamala Harris said she's not trying to restructure society. Well, I am. We will even up the score, and we will tax the hell out of the wealthy first.
Thank you, Mayor de Blasio. Senator Michael Bennet.
Protesters interrupted de Blasio, demanding he fire police officer Daniel Pantaleo in the Eric Garner chokehold case. The rowdy crowd also interrupted New Jersey Senator Cory Booker, who had to pause his comments to let them finish. The Garner case then became a huge flashpoint, candidates roasting de Blasio.
11 different times Eric Garner said that he couldn't breathe, killing Eric Garner, and yet he has not been brought to justice. That police officer should be off the street.
That person should be fired, and if I was the mayor, I'd fire him.
The mayor tried to turn the tables, blaming the Obama-Biden White House for not bringing a civil rights case against Garner.
Mr. Vice President, tell us, what did you do to try and spur on the Justice Department to act?
The fact is that we're talking about things that occurred a long, long time ago. And now, all of a sudden, you know, I find it fascinating. Everybody's talking about how terrible I am on these issues. Barack Obama knew exactly who I was, and he chose me, and he said it was the best decision he made.
Thank you, Mr.
On many of the issues, health care, criminal justice, environment, the candidates tried to gang up on the frontrunner Biden to tarnish him. This was on immigration.
As I asked the Vice President point blank, did he use his power to stop those deportations? He went right around the question. I guarantee you, if you're debating Donald Trump, he's not going to let you off the hook.
I was vice president. I am not the president. I keep my recommendation in private, unlike you.
Mr. Vice President, you can't have it both ways. You invoke President Obama more than anybody in this campaign. You can't do it when it's convenient and then dodge it when it's not.
Senator Kirsten Gillibrand may have gotten the night's biggest laugh.
The first thing that I'm going to do when I'm president is I'm going to Clorox the Oval Office.
Well, the vice president also took it on the chin from the Trump family. Donald Jr. tweeting, "I think we all see why Obama hasn't endorsed his VP of 8 years," adding in another tweet, "Even the de Blasio destroys Joe Biden."
Tough night overall for Joe Biden.
It was a tough night, but it's really going to depend on how many Americans actually watch the debate and how they regard the attacks. Because on the other hand, there is the feeling that he was ganged up on, and maybe that wasn't exactly fair. So you have to wait and see in the next days and weeks how that plays out.
True. And Cory Booker did well.
He had a good night. Cory Booker had a good night. And, you know, Senator Gillibrand had a few good lines. And Mayor de Blasio was giving it his all.
Okay, Marcia Kramer, thank you.